Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 107 of Malt and Magic, which is for, I think, most of us in the UK and the Commonwealth, a very sombre day today, in wake of the events today, and in light of those events as well, rather than our usual shout-outs. We're going to do something a little different tonight. We wanted to spend some time saying these words instead. As most will know, if you live on this earth, today the United Kingdom, the Commonwealth, and ultimately the world all joined together to say goodbye to a very amazing lady, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Emotions have been very high, I think, for all of us over the last 10 days, as we have mourned the passing of a titan, a force in the world that will long be remembered for her wicked sense of humour and her radiant smile, which you'll see on all the pictures as they pass. All of us at Malt and Magic wanted to make sure we spent some time really to honour Queen Elizabeth II and to send our condolences to the royal family using our platform, using this platform. We wish the new King Charles II, the very best of luck as his reign begins, and really hope he can continue the legacy of, as he termed her, his beloved mother. It's been tough, really, trying to find the right words to say that would do Queen Elizabeth justice. And I was reminded just today, actually, by my father of some words that were spoken, and some fitting words that were spoken just today by Justin Welby during the sermon for the Queen. And he sort of said, people of loving service are rare in any walk of life. Leaders of loving service are still rarer. But in all cases, those who serve will be loved and remembered, when those who cling to power and privileges are long forgotten. Whilst none of us on the show, I think, have ever had the pleasure of meeting the Queen in person, all of us have grown up with her being a steadfast, singular constant. And so before we begin tonight, we all wanted to raise a glass to the late Queen and simply say, Your Majesty, thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi all.
So, there we go. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Oh. Right. Well, that was tough.
It was lovely.
Anyway.
Well done, Matt. Well done. Loved it.
Thank you. So yes, obviously a bit of a weird day, but we are here. It is episode 107. And we are going to do our very best now to try and lift the mood and lift spirits. And hopefully everybody is okay. And I suppose to start with those spirits lifting, there's something we also need to celebrate. Now, unfortunately, Samal's not here right now, but I can't just let this lie, because last week, one of our budding adventurers got engaged. So, congratulations, Dave.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
Happy engagement. So, well done.
Do the dangly star thing. The dangly star
Cheers,
thing.
Oh, the dangly star
Do the
thing.
dangly
Oh,
star
the dangly star thing. There we go.
There we go. So, no, congratulations, Dave. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
It's been a long time coming, this one.
It has. It was very nice. It was great to do, and finally to do as well. It's been lovely.
Absolutely.
Your persuasion check was obviously worked really well.
On that 20, like.
His performance role
I have
was even better.
I have a -1, you know.
So no, congratulations, Dave. That is obviously
Thank you.
amazing news.
Thank you very much.
And we are all very excited for the first Malt and Magic wedding, because everybody else got married before it.
That's about right, yeah. I'm going to see if I can like slip like D&D references in places and see if anyone notices.
Maybe during the wedding and not the wedding night.
Yeah, I don't want any dice slipping up there.
Oh, excellent. So, yes, let's quickly do a lineup. Samao is on his way. So he's just been late finishing up at work, but he's rushing home as we speak, so he will join us at some point. But I am Matt. I'm a Dungeon Master for this evening. Excuse me when I can get my words out. And also playing the sidekick character of Bothrid, our Hobgoblin Barbarian Druid Badass.
Badass. And I am Danny, who plays a pretend king, not a real one that we now have, of Ando Vesemir, who hopefully will also kick some ass tonight in the Ethereal plane.
Let's hope so. Obviously, Samao plays Kirik Gravetusk, our resident Grave Cleric Fighter.
You better get here because he's kind of instrumental to the plan because it's his idea.
Little bit.
Yeah. I'm Dave. I play Dargon the Goliath Fighter Warlock. Yeah, I'm very glad that Samal's going to be here because he gave us like this sheet of things that were going to happen, and we were like,
That's a lot of instruction, pal. I don't even prep my own character that much, let alone somebody else's.
Oh, I wish I'd seen that sheet now. I know you messaged me earlier about some other things, but I was just like, oh, good stuff. So, obviously, it's been a couple of weeks because we had last week off, so Dave could have a well-earned break and a holiday, which is good. Gave me a chance to get down to London for work and meet my new team, which is awesome. So, last time we started and spent much of the episode dealing with the Gorgons and fighting them, which was an interesting fight and was tough to begin with, and then the nuke landed off his Pegasus and just fucking took everyone to town. Let's not beat around the bush on that one. Spirit Guardians came out for the first time in a long time, at which point I'm just sat rolling wisdom saves the whole fucking episode, so well done, Samara. But no, we dealt with them, and then you made your way further sort of south-southwest towards Deluin. Along the way, encountering a couple of imps or devil-like creatures and having to deal with them, understanding now that you are being tracked or followed or spied upon, and eventually getting to the point where you needed to make camp and needed to plan. It's all good and well getting here, but now we needed to make a proper plan around what we wanted to do next. And various things were thrown around, sort of, do we all go attack the walls? Do part of us go attack the walls? Do we continue with the illusory dragon illusion and trick? Do we try and do something else? How do we scale the walls? How do we get in? How do we actually go and take the devil that's masquerading as a Ethereal on? And how do we get in there with minimal damage and minimal conflict? And it was Kirik who came up with the idea of, well, let's take a walk on the ethereal plane, having taken inspiration from looking around and potentially seeing into that plane and seeing spirits from long past, seeing the dead that are not at rest as such, but not undead. There was an interesting moment with Deimos, which somehow I think has kept to himself. So we may or may not see what happens there tonight. And a plan was formed. And there was a rather somber, nervous evening then of, well, tomorrow's it. You all agreed that you would be leaving earlier on in the morning, and would then perform Kirik's plan. Remley would stay behind with Lena, Micaiah, Deimos, and the rest of the defenders to go and attack the castle walls. And so we begin tonight's episode as we bed down and think about our evening. So, is anybody taking watch? Are we leaving that to defenders, or what do we want to do, my friends?
Oh,
I'm
that's
happy to leave it to the defenders. Given that we're going to get up in the middle of the night, I think we'll need all the best we can get, considering we're getting half asleep anyway.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, so you all sort of bed down and leave it to the defenders. And at some point during the evening, everybody just sort of goes their separate ways, and you're left in the camp with your little band, your small 4-piece attacking party, the Wardens of the Vale, ready to go and deal with whatever lays beyond. Everybody roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, wow, so close.
Now, I do believe
3. Good start. It was on 19 and then just went. Boop.
wisdom
Always the way.
13. And Samal Kirik?
Let's assume Kirik got a 32.
I can roll for Samal. We will do this. Do. Wisdom saving throw. Use me new one. 24. Now I just need to double check something, because there was Hero's Feast cast.
Oh, do we have advantage on
Poison becomes immune to poison being frightened, makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage.
Oh, advantage. Nice.
Oh. Let me roll again then.
20.
It was on 19 again and then rolled to 9. Bastard.
I can't do maths. 31 for Kirik.
Jesus. I called it with 32 nearly.
You did. That's unbelievable. I mean, mine is one better. 14.
14. Fantastic. Dave, please remove your headphones.
Cool. Hang on.
Oh no.
I'll unplug
I'm
them
in
here.
trouble.
Okay. Can't everything.
Excellent. And as you fall into a bit of a uncomfortable sleep, your dreams turn to that of your queen, lover, and you see Mirabelle sat on the edge of the bed you've been using while you've been in Esamir. And she just sort of beckons you forward, pats the bed next to her. What are you doing?
Well, in my head, I'm thinking this dream is going to be a good dream that goes the way I want it to go, so I will go towards her if she is beckoning me.
Excellent. So you walk towards the bed, It feels warm in this room that you're in. And you sit down next to her. And she just looks at you and smiles, that perfect smile. And you can see her cheeks are slightly flushed. And she is wearing just the robe that you gave her the first night there. And she's going to look deep into your eyes. And as she opens her mouth, words come out, which is slightly strange. What is it you want, Ander?
Do you mean right now or holistically in general?
Well, both. Either. What is it you want?
Right now, to remove that robe, holistically, defeat Asmodeus and save Nialin.
I can remove the robe. We'll get to that, I think. You want to defeat Asmodeus and save Nialin. What if the choice is not so simple? What if it's one or the other? What would you do then?
If I can't defeat Asmodeus, but I can save Nialin, then saving Nialin is the obvious choice.
What would you give to save Nialin, my love?
Well, what would I give? I was going to say my life, but then who would look after Nialin in my stead and keep the promises I made? So I would give everything that I can. If that includes my life, then maybe so be it. But I have promises to keep beyond saving Nialin, so I have to try and achieve both.
And she looks down at her sort of knees now as she's sat on the bed and becomes a little bit more sad or a little bit more melancholy. And what would you sacrifice to save Nialin?
Well, just said my life if needs be, but if I want to say whatever it takes, but if that includes losing all of the people that I care about, that's a difficult choice to make. That I don't think I could give you a true answer right now. I haven't really thought about it like that.
What if you could have it all? Nialin, your allies. What would you do then? Would you take it?
If I could save Nialin, save all of my friends and all of my loved ones, and keep the promises I've made, then that's the win-win.
And what if that required not a defeat, but a deal?
Well, that's where it becomes tricky, because some among us have made a promise, dare I say, swore an oath to their god to kill Asmodeus. So even if I made the truce, I know that it would be a false truce, because others within my team have that purpose. So a deal could not be made in that regard. If the truth was to say, you can have Nialin, but you leave me alone, I could promise I could leave him alone, but I couldn't promise everybody would, for example.
What if to save Nialin, you had to make a deal, and that deal required his safety? Would you fight King?
Asmodeus' safety.
Yes.
Is there any way I could make a check to see if... I feel like I'm quite cognizant in this dream. If I don't know if it's possible, could I make a check to see if this dream is a dream or if it's just Asmodeus talking to me here?
Make
through
me
a
a
ruse.
perception check, please.
$27.
Something is off about this dream. The fact that even in your dreams, usually if you do dream of Mirabelle, she speaks to you in the way she always has. To use her mouth is different. This talk of deals, this talk of what would you give, what would you sacrifice is bizarre. Never has that conversation ever passed between you and Mirabelle. There is something that just doesn't fit.
Okay then, so kind of twigging that, I would then say, if Asmodeus wanted to make a deal, because he knows we can win, which means he's nervous, he's lost his hubris, he's lost his confidence, and a truce is as good as a defeat to him, so there would be no truce. It would signal that we are close to victory, if anything.
There is a wicked smile that forms on her face. You don't know him that well. But something tells me maybe this was a test. Then a form begins to shift. And where the robe is, it forms into this long, ornate set of robes. Her skin turns red. Horns grow out of her head, the hair shortens slightly, and the feminine features take on a more masculine look. And there are these bright red eyes, and across the lap of the creature that was once Mirabelle is this scepter with a bright gleaming ruby at the head of it. I could have let you have everything. Anything. All it took was a deal to avoid the necessary bloodshed. Instead, King, I will take everything from you. Remember that.
Well, you tried once before, and here I stand opposing you, so we'll see about that.
Yes, but before was reliance on monkeys and lackeys and servants. You face me, boy, and I will show you what it means to be the Lord of 9 hells. The dream is going to shift at that moment, and fire just erupts from all around you. And as that fire just sort of consumes the room, it moves towards you and rushes towards you and consumes you, and in that moment, you wake up. Dave. So Danny, I'm going to ask you to remove your headphones now, please.
See you later.
There we go. And I can see Samal's lurking in the chat. I'm going to ask you to mute it, actually, mate, if you're listening in. I don't know how much of that one you just heard, but if you are listening, please mute, and I'll tell you when to come back on. If you're watching, I'll give you a thumbs up. So yes, Dargon. As you fall asleep, your dream takes you to a mountainside, covered in a light dusting of snow, and I'm laughing as the chat stuff comes through now. Before you, seated at a campfire, you see a larger figure and a smaller figure. A female Goliath and a child. The child no older than maybe 5, 6. And the female Goliath looks towards you and smiles and... Come, Dargon, sit. We work too hard.
Yeah, I go sit down.
And the child's going to sort of crawl over the female and crawl into your lap and look up at you. I missed you, Daddy.
Oh, I missed you too.
Will I see you again?
Oh, I'm sure you will. Sure you will.
I hope so. And soon.
Does this feel like a lucid dream, or does this feel like I'm just, in a memory?
Feels like a lucid dream.
Okay.
Female Goliath is going to turn to you, your late wife. Hello, handsome.
Who are you calling handsome? Missed you.
There's only one. I missed you too. She's right, We could see each other again.
I dreamt of it for a long time, just to make a quick time of it to see you again.
If we could live again, would you take it?
I don't know. Maybe. I should never let you go. Never.
What would you do if we could, both of us, come back, be a family again?
I feel like I go to the ends of the earth, but I've also seen stuff return. She's not happy. She's not nice. I wish I could, but I wouldn't wish that on anyone I loved. I'd have you in my arms again and walk to the ends of the earth if I knew that I could do it.
What if somebody else could do that for you? Make that promise.
Or Palo.
Make that real change.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't bring anyone back for me. No.
What if it wasn't Palo?
Then who?
What would you be willing to give to see us again, my love? Be with us again. Be a family again.
Who?
Make me a perception check, please.
Just remove my cat out of my dice tray so I can actually roll something.
Count out a tray, dice in tray. Count back into tray.
And also she managed to press the Windows button. That was brilliant. That
Fantastic.
is a dirty 20.
You start to see through the facade a bit here. Something's pushing you, tempting you. And as you ask who, there is the briefest flash of red eyes in your wife's eyes. She turned around and says, "How far would you go to see us again?"
How far? I would have said that I would have done anything to see you again. It turns out I'm a little wiser than that now. And no devil nor demon can tempt me with the people I love.
Oh, we are a clever bunch, aren't we? Your wife's form is going to begin to sort of grow. And the arms become more slender. The subtle hide that she wore becomes more of these ornate robes, and the axe that she held turns into this long metallic scepter with a very bright, very large ruby at the end. Horns grow from her head, the eyes go pure red, and this reddish black hair, or black hair with hints of sort of red, flows out. And in the other hand, they hold this chain which leads down to within the robes. You know, it's so much easier when you make a deal. So much easier when you just give in.
I'm sure it's much easier for you. The thing is, you're having to resort to mind games. Pitiful. Meet us on the battlefield. You'll be ended there. Be a worthy fight for you. But this is pitiful of you. Pitiful.
I just figured I would give you one final opportunity. You see, I will meet you on the battlefield, Dargon. But I will not be alone.
Oh, I'm sure you won't.
And he just opens his robe slightly to where that chain falls down, and you see a twisted form. A female twisted form. Roughly around the same size as yourself. The head sort of twisted to the side, the skin charred slightly, but the eyes all too familiar.
You
And the mouth
bastard.
just words something. Bastard, maybe.
You're going to regret doing that. Big time.
I hope so, Dargon. Oh well. Tell your cleric friend he has a strong mind.
Couldn't
But I'll
speak
break
to
that
him.
as well. Don't you worry.
You couldn't break me.
Did I not?
Get
And
out
with
of my
that,
sight.
the scene changes. He goes. You're left in the middle of a mountainside. Bodies around you. Pools of blood. A temple on fire. You are at the aftermath of the desecration of the Nalakutha homeland.
Sadness fills Dargon's heart, but it fuels his rage, and he lets off a guttural roar that echoes through the mountains. All of his muscles tense as he just screams this out to the mountain.
And as you do so, there is just this moment where your whole body tenses and your eyes flick awake. Headphones back on. We're in. You both wake with a start. It is a little after midnight, or the middle of the night. And you wake up in a cold sweat. And Dargon, you have the feeling of your body launching into action, the adrenaline just surging through you.
I sort of jump up. I mean, are we in tents or something? Presumably.
I think for now you've probably been just laid around a smallish campfire, given the cover of the trees you've got, the distance you've got between the city and stuff like that.
Yeah, Don can get up. His heart's pumping. He's got adrenaline through him, and he goes over to a water basin or a local or nearby stream, whatever. Just splash his face, and he's just walking around angry. Part of him wanted to rage here, but he wants to keep his voice down. So he's just like,
What are you doing?
that bastard spoke to me. He spoke to me in my dreams. Gonna rip his head off.
Asmodeus paid me a visit too.
What? Kirik? Bothrid? No, they're asleep.
Bothrid's just going to wake up. Mushroom, what? Is it time?
No,
No,
you
go
back to
sleep.
you go back to dreaming about shrubs.
Okay.
That bastard tried to sell me a...
He tried to get me to make a deal.
Yeah, same. Try to use stuff against me.
I assume you refused, same as me.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think I would have done if I hadn't met you guys and seen what we've seen. He offered to bring the family back, and I, to be honest, I think only because I've seen people brought back that I know it's not right. When he kept asking, when she kept asking me, I saw something was wrong. That bastard plays mind tricks.
That would be a cruel twist of fate, because he would literally bring you back a reverend of your wife.
I'm glad we knew.
He offered me Nialin.
Oh wow.
In order to leave him be, and I was like, even if I promised to leave him be, Kirik wouldn't. So it'd be a false promise on my part. Because I knew Kirik could hunt him down regardless.
He's just painted the biggest target on his back for what he just did.
I think it shows weakness.
He's a fool. Because if it wasn't clear before, it is now. However, I mustn't let him get into my skin like that again.
We've still got a couple hours before we need to get up and head out. We should try and rest up if we can.
I look over at Kirik. How's he look?
Kirik's been sleeping pretty soundly throughout this whole moment.
Yeah.
You do notice that his hand is clasped around his holy symbol, just almost instinctively just held there as he sleeps.
Yes, try and get some sleep. I'm going to have some water and I'll try and get back to bed. I want a clear head before this.
Okay.
And thank you for not betraying us. I never thought you would. But thank you anyway.
Thank you, Dagon. He offered you a much bigger prize than he offered me. You stood strong.
A nation to a family. It's amazing how right you are. My family's here though, and my family's here. I'll see them again. But you're my family. Try and get some rest.
Cool. The two of you attempt to go back to sleep, and I'll say you do, but it's that very light sleep that follows a quite horrific or quite graphic or just quite in-depth nightmare. Shaken in some cases to your very cause, reminded of some of the worst moments, reminded of what you could have with one decision. And after a couple more hours, you both gently feel Bothrid just sort of shake you awake.
Boys, and Your Majesty, wake up.
Thank you. Nothing like a royal slap to wake you up. Thank you, Buffett.
Well, figured you'd get your heart pumping.
And then he sort of walks over to Dargon and gently shakes Dargon awake, and then just like takes out his water skin and just pours it across Dargon's face very quickly, and then sits back down.
What?
It's time.
Yeah, I knew that.
Bothrid will then go and sort of walk over to Kirik, but Kirik's just going to stick his hand up and be like, I'm awake. And Kirik will sit up.
How did you two sleep?
Like newborn hobgoblin.
You shit yourself.
Did I?
The joke went over your head, Buffett. Don't worry about it.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah, you look well rested, Kirik.
Fine. Why?
Oh. Me and Dagon may have had a turbulent sleep.
It seems, Kirik, that his lordship fancied to give Ander and I a deal of sorts in our dreams.
Yeah.
I'm not happy that he can get into our heads that easily.
Long story short, we've betrayed you and swapped sides, so we'll see you later.
So what did he offer you?
My family. Back from the dead.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I would have considered it before you, Kirik. But I've seen what happens when people come back. After that amount of time, anyway. And something was suspicious.
I mean, just to put a spin on that, they're usually necromancers. We're talking about a literal god, so it might have been different, but I praise you for choosing the better path.
Yeah, I mean, don't make it complicated. I mean, don't tell me that I might have made the wrong decision, because, you know...
He's going to go back to sleep and change his mind if you give him an answer.
That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is
Regardless,
You've done
Garrick, he was trying to trick me.
You've done the righteous thing.
I still think I'll see him again. That's not the way I want to see him. No.
That's right. He's known for his trickery and his, well, charisma more than anything.
I am slightly concerned that I may or may not be able to see through it again. But we all keep each other safe, and that's what I think helped me tonight. Anda.
I mean,
Garrick's palm glows slightly with a sunbeam.
yeah.
Because he mentioned it in the chat.
To be fair, he came to me as Mirabelle and tried to ask me what I would sacrifice or what I really wanted, and I said, at this moment is to save Nialin, and he said, what Mirabelle was saying, what would I sacrifice for that? And I said, well, it's a hard question to ask because I don't want to sacrifice anything, to be honest. I don't want to sacrifice you guys, I don't want to sacrifice my life, or the thing that we're trying to build, the promises that I've made to keep after we defeat Asmodeus. So she then, long story short, it turned out it was a ruse to offer me a truce as such. We get Nialin, we leave him alone. To which Kirik, you'll be proud of me for this one. I said, well, even if I made that truce, I can promise to leave you alone. I can't speak for the other three who will probably still hunt you down because they've made promises to other gods and other people to kill you, so my truce means nothing. And then I called him out for being weak because he'd only offer me a truce if he was scared, at which point I was set on fire and I woke up.
Yeah, that's quite funny, Andrew, actually. I mentioned the fact that he must be, he's trying to resort to these mind games, and that he's too scared to meet us on the battlefield. Don't think that went down pretty well, but you know what I mean. It's quite funny that you said something similar.
I mean, I don't think I've ever taunted a god before, so we'll see how that pans out.
Well, yeah, but you can only do it once, can't you? Anyway, I mean, it's interesting.
So you both verbally took on a god.
Yep.
And lived.
So now I've woke up and my cojones is like 3 sizes bigger now. I've got balls of steel.
Cling, clang, cling, cling, clang, clang, clang.
There is a distinct look of pride in Kirik's face. Somehow beat me to it on the chat. As he looks at you all and says, to take on a betrayer and not at least be tempted. Colour me impressed.
I will say though, and with your offering that you got, I don't think that any of us would not lay down our lives for this, but not for a deal, but for the good of Nialin. And
yeah,
I don't want to see any of you. I don't want to see any of you go. But if all 4 of us laid down our lives for Nialin, be a good day in my book.
And you would meet your family as a hero, not a betrayer, as it should be. My only worry is we died before we deliver on all of the promises we've made, because all of the promises I've made especially come after we've freed Nialin. Because freeing Nialin is the first step to then restoring and keeping the peace in what comes after. So I can't die for at least 50 years yet.
Everybody made those promises knowing that was the case though,
True. So what I'm saying is, you fuckers don't let me die yet, alright? I've got a lot on my to-do list.
Well, you keep dodging and weaving as you keep doing.
Operation Get Behind Dargon. I'll do what I usually do.
That's about right. Yeah.
Doggone could get behind me.
Yeah, get in line.
I'll be 120 feet away at all times. Don't you worry about
Nah, stay within 30 feet, Kirik.
And you all have this moment of sort of nervous but subtle humour, and it's that moment of family, of friends, of knowing what's to come. And as you all then pack your shit and get ready to move, Lena comes over to you once more. You all getting ready to leave, I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
We make our move now.
We'll, are we leaving at the same time, or...?
No, we're gonna wait until sunrise. There's no point trying to sneak an army around the city. They'll see us, and, well, if we're going to attack, we might as well make a big show of it.
Right. I mean, I think, Kirik, you can confirm this, but I think that we can bugger off and make our way and stay in situ, sort of thing, so we can wait in ambush. So, might be best for us to go first, but then wait for them to make a
that was
noise.
the plan anyway. You head off and at least see what you can find. I mean, don't get lost, mind you. The ethereal plane is beyond this. You can go up, you can go down, you can go left and right, you can go literally wherever. So
Whoa. You mean I could get lost on the floor?
Just anchor yourselves, okay? Kirik's spell, I'm sure he knows what he's doing. I didn't say it last night. Too many people around and call me prideful, but I needed to say it before you go. Thank you.
Well, I think there's a mutual exchange of gratitude after all you've done for us too. We've both saved each other's necks. Long may that continue.
We'll
You
bring
can
his
call me
head.
an ally.
Oh.
Hey, that's brilliant.
Where's Matt gone? You like Dimension Door, didn't you?
Yes. Oh no, we knew we can change. Right, let's fix that.
Now we've got two somehows. This is as
Hey, Smart, how you doing? Oh, hang on a minute. Let me unmute you. That'll help. There we go.
It's creepy seeing two somehows.
Hey, there he is.
All I can say is 50 points from Gryffindor for that.
Sorry. I knew that was going to happen as well. Just knew.
That was
Oh
brilliant.
my god, yeah,
whoa.
must have been the last time that you logged on with that. Would have been the last time you DM'd. My goodness me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I literally
brilliant.
thought the stream had died. My whole body left my body in that moment. I was like, shit. Everything's gone. We're all screwed. It's so good. Whew.
No, that was
right,
literally just me logging in.
Panic over.
The wrong one.
Well, I mean, that's
Fantastic.
certainly lighten the mood, that is.
It did. Oh, welcome back to the stream, sir. Glad you could make it.
Hello. I need a moment. But yeah, after that, I'm okay.
It's all good. We are having a moment with Lena right now, who has sort of just said thank you and has said to Ander, you've got an ally in me for as long as you and your heirs, which I'm hoping there will be some at some point, are around.
Well, I hadn't even thought. Oh, bloody hell. Kings have got to produce heirs, haven't they? I hadn't even thought of that.
Well, the line.
I mean, being a
can't
king is hard to get
end with you.
your head around. Being a father is a completely different kettle of fish. Can we adopt Bofford instead?
I'll be Prince.
But yes, I do hope to have you as an ally through many generations of your family too. But also, more than that, we're friends, right?
That goes without saying. All of us here. Mackay would say so too if she weren't so stubborn. But you have a job to do now, so this whole sentimental bullshit has to be put to the side. Fight hard, fight strong, and fight well. And will someone deal with that goddamn bell?
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her.
I'm assuming that was your cat,
It was the guy. It's the
not your fiance.
Fantastic. Sorry, I had to make a joke about it. It was just too funny.
Just booted straight out.
At this point, we might as well. We've got to get her our own little window so we can just have her on stream the whole
Yeah,
time.
we're going to have like pebble cam. Amazing.
Currently show our the roof outside the bathroom window at the moment because that's where she's
That's what we
bugging
can
off.
stream when we're not on air. Just Pebble.
Yeah, just
Pebble,
where she goes.
absolutely.
She'd get more subscribers than us.
Oh, always.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll be off. We will wait, and we will make sure that as you attack the city, we will use it to our advantage.
Very well. In which case, Dargon, I have one more gift for you.
Oh, blimey.
She's just going to take out a black cloak. This should give you enough to at least get to where you need to go, and then whatever whatever Kirik decides to do, Kirik will do. I fucking broke the fourth wall there, didn't I? And she's just going to sort of throw it around you and tie it around you, pull the hood up, and then pull it around you, and the glow from your armour just diminishes slightly. Or enough that you can now pass.
Oh, thank you. That's
I don't know why I don't think of that.
that's very useful. Thank you.
Well, hopefully this should avoid any more darkness spell mishaps.
Yeah, I got overzealous with that.
It's fine, we've all been there. New things, they're all fun, right? Well then, boys. On you go. Send us some sort of signal when you've done what you need to do.
We will
We'll
think
try.
of something, but at that point,
We'll send Dargon into the air like a flare. It's like a beacon.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, we can do that.
Well, go on then. Off you go.
Oh, alright.
Right. Let's best do our stuff outside the camp.
Cool. So you break camp and move. Probably spend about half an hour just moving away from camp, making sure you're in your own area. I'm going to ask everybody to make me stealth checks, please.
Happily.
Unhappily.
Oh, I don't know, I did roll a 3. That'd be a 15.
That's not bad.
Unnatural 20. I'll take that.
Where the fuck did that come from?
That's bad when I rolled the lowest in it.
Yeah, especially when I get disadvantage and I roll a 17.
Well, hang
Oh,
on. Bothrid's not rolled yet.
And there were performance issues. Oh dear.
I mean, it
I had a
happens.
nightmare.
Get it out early.
I had a bad dream.
I mean, Bothrid got a 6.
Okay, good.
He's clinking along with his pans clinking next to each other.
So you all sort of make your way slowly and silently out, and you're creeping forward, and then Bothrid just sort of walks quite happily, trips over a tree root. Oh, my fucking nose!
Shut up.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone's
Quiet,
awake.
But got you. Quiet. Let's on
So,
your lead, someone.
Kirik, was there anything else that we could do before we, well, go into another plane?
Yeah, I mean, we can get rid as much as we possibly can. There's a couple of things I can do. First up is I'm going to kind of take another bit of I'm going to take a bit of cloth that I have. I'm just going to tie the three, so it's like a dark silk cloth. I'm going to tear it in 4, and I'm going to give them out to all of us. And I will sort of just tie it around the wrists of the 4 of us. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to say, I think it was about time that we had something that was ours, and that kept us together. Other than, our friendship is great, obviously, but some sort of symbol. I don't know. I didn't really rehearse this, but yeah, I don't know. But as I am tying around and Dargon, I'm going to cast a 4th level aid.
Dargon's going to lean to Andrew's go. He's going to propose.
Nothing like that.
Does
so
that stack?
It does stack
Yes.
with.
Yeah.
Temp don't,
I thought.
but
'Cause
modifiers
it's temp.
do.
Modifiers, yeah. Amazing.
So it's an extra because it is a 4th level that counts as 5th. That means an extra 20 hit points to Dargon
Shit.
and myself, which means that we woke up today with an extra 39 points.
hit
altogether.
points.
Eruption.
Oh, I have the best one ever.
Oh, you have 200.
There we go. Well played. Now it's worth it.
Can't wait for the rest of them to
I
update.
now am rolling into battle with the hit points Dagon had 8 levels ago.
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, I can't do anything about that.
So as Kirik ties these sort of bits of silk around your wrists, or at least around your sort of arms, the 3 of you feel this sort of warmth, followed by a bone-chilling type effect, but it's that touch you've come to associate with that sense of the Raven Queen, and even though it's cold, you feel stronger for it, hardier. Bothrid's going to look at his piece of silk and be like,
It's very pretty. Good. Thank you very much.
You can take a lot of hits, so I figured Ander would need more help.
But
than
I mean, Bothrid didn't even understand what was going on. So
But it just so happens that he can take 422 hit points at the moment.
Yeah, that's alright.
unless it's psychic
So,
damage. in
Well,
which case
yeah,
it's
but other than that, he's a beast.
He's a big
You
bouncing
watch
badass.
Bothrid take 422 points of psychic damage today. He did.
Instant death.
Insta death. What did he
And
try and
then
do? Read
I'm
a
going to
book?
turn. I'm going to turn to Bothrid and I'm going to say, do you know what you're doing? Do you know what your plan is? You'll meet us up there?
Oh, well, when you lot sort of do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing, and yeah. I think I can find something that will get us in, or get me in, rather inconspicuous like. Is that a word?
But you,
It is.
That's a very big word, Bufford. Well done.
but you come to us. You don't try to win this war by yourself.
Well, as long as you let me know where the fuck you are, I'm golden.
I think you'll hear the screams and flashing lights, or see the flashing lights. You'll hear
I was supposed to say, knowing Kirik, if you just follow like the unbelievable amount of power coming out of the room, it's probably him beasting the shit out of someone.
Do you think a sheep would be too conspicuous?
Sheep.
How are you going to climb a wall as a sheep?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
He actually pulls out his book and starts flicking through it.
No, nope, too big, too small. Something that can climb. Something that can climb. Well, it's a bit too big still. I'm going to say I will be a cat.
As long as it's not a crag cat.
No, just a small, teeny tiny cat. I ate one once. It was tasty.
That will probably work.
I like cats with curry too.
Hopefully he's got an allergy.
Right.
Save us from the dad jokes. Quick.
Then we'll see you. We'll see you there, Bothrid.
So I just want to double check. I presume that 2 aids don't stack. That doesn't, but other ones do. Fine.
You're not allowed. No, you're not allowed.
I was like, I can part one off you if you like.
I'll
Cast
learn
on
aid as
Bothrid.
well and we'll all do it. Yeah.
I could give it to Bothrid. Not Bothrid not had it then.
No.
No, it's only 3.
I think he's got enough. I think it'll be right.
I can give him a second level without it costing me anything.
Entirely up to you.
Extra 10 hit points. Why not? Or 5. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it says 5 on this one
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, second level is 5. Yeah.
Okay. Have 5 hit points.
There we go.
That's 10 to Bothrid, technically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it says it's part of the armor, and I can do it once a day, and we can't use it because you've just done it, and you've done a better one. So, yeah, spot on.
There we go. Up to 216.
Nice.
I am on 100. I'm not in my normal settings, so I can't
It's
do the thing.
okay. I can do your sheet. It's fine.
182, please.
I forgot about that bit. There you go. Let me just update yours. There you go.
But yeah, and with that, I will. Oh boy, yeah. Turn to Ender and Dargon and say, "Are we ready?"
Yeah. Now, just out of interest, I mean, do we have to like hold hands to make sure we don't fall through the floor? You know, when you do this, what do we do?
I have never done this before, so
Smashing.
I have no idea.
Oh.
If this
So
goes
if we
poorly,
need to anchor ourselves so we don't get lost, let's just focus on each other, yeah?
We'll get through this with the power of French. I don't know. I'm gonna fight the boss with the power of friendship on our side, guys. It's fine.
before we do this,
Fucking hell.
can we see the city from where we are?
You have travelled about half an hour over, so I am going to say... Let me just pull up the other map. That folder. Got too many folders now. That one. Yes. It is directly south of you. You can see the walls. Still going to be a good hour or couple of hours travel, but well, I'll say about an hour from where you are.
Right. I'm going to stand pointing straight towards the city, just in case when we go into it, we then can't see it very well. Do you think, Eric?
I'm just when nobody's kind of paying attention, I'm just going to hold on to Dargon's armor, just in case.
All right, and with that, I'm
Wait.
going to... Yeah.
I love you guys.
Love you too. Hit it.
Oh no.
I'll
He's
blow in
doing
the kiss as we disappear.
It's the literal peace out and fade.
Yeah.
It's like Hunger Games. I'll do the Hunger Games. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, and with that, I'm going to grab onto my holy symbol and I'm going to say a prayer. And I will be speaking in Celestial, so I think no one will understand. Maybe Dargon will? No? No one has any fucking clue what I'm saying.
He's having a stroke.
I can't remember whether it was everyone or no one then.
No, it's a
We all
bit
speak
I think
this way.
only Dargon
all-
would have done because of his pact, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I thought so, and maybe it should be on there, but let's just say not, because he's not really learned.
Cool. So, yeah, in that case, I am gonna sort of speak in Celestial, and as I am talking, they're going to be 3 complete sort of cloaks, much like the cloak that Anda has, the cloak of invisibility that Anda has, that are just going to suddenly start to shimmer behind us, and then are going to engulf the 3 of us. And as they do that, and they almost like a symbiote just kind of get attached to us, and our bodies just start getting translucent and eventually just disappeared. And we start seeing, well, weird shit going on in front of us as we travel into the material plane, as I cast Etherealness at 7th level.
You travel out of the material plane and set foot into the ethereal plane, and out of the trees steps a very familiar wizard. Deimos is just going to look at the 3 of you, and he sees you. Be fucking careful. And flanking him,
I thought you said
now
nobody
the
could see
3 of
us.
you are on the ethereal plane. You see around him are 3 figures. 3 figures that are grotesque. The bodies emaciated and thin, skeleton almost, with bits of skin stretched over them and bits of their flesh missing. As he turns to one of them, as it sort of leans in and whispers, all right, fucking shut up. I've got it.
I knew he was talking to
Bothrid.
somebody.
Bothrid's just going to stand there and go,
Who you talking to, Deimos?
no one. Go on you go.
What the fuck?
I saw that yesterday. I thought best not to ask any questions.
Deimos, can you see us?
Oh, I can see you. Don't waste fucking time, on you go.
Yeah, we're having words about this when we get back, alright?
Yeah, those 3 are freaking me out. They cannot.
Never near the old fucking
They cannot.
time.
Yeah. Right. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm starting to regret my court mage choice.
Bollocks. I turn round. Shit. Can I still see the city? Oh, shit.
You can still see everything, but more than that, you see a whole lot more. You can actually see almost these ghostly outlines of old buildings, and as you look towards Deluin itself, you can see a city, but almost in this sort of strange translucent blue type effect that is much larger and much grander, with this towering figure outside above what looks like a large main gate. And this looks like it's closer than the actual wall that you see now, and that towering figure is familiar. It takes on the form of the Raven Queen.
Boy.
And then all around you, you notice there are figures that sort of rise and sink, all manner of creature. You begin to realise that you're seeing spirits that have clung on, not to undeath, but have just not passed on.
Kirik,
Think.
well, you said you've never been here before. I guess you just got to keep on the lookout, see if there's anything that's going to get us here. Otherwise, full steam right that way.
I think we just need to stay focused, and we'll head to the throne room. That's the last I saw him at. So, and we know where that is because we've been there. So,
And you said we can do walls just like they're not there. Here. Yeah?
yeah.
No? Yeah? Oh, good. Right. I'm going to...
What I don't get is, if we can go through walls, does that mean we can't go upstairs?
And as Anders says that, I start moving up because we can move in all directions.
Oh, that's freaky. Stop doing that.
Can I do that?
Get down here. Get down here. I don't like it.
Try it.
And then you'll see under like breaststroke upwards.
Start swimming around. Deimos at this point is just stood there like, fucking idiots are going to get us all fucking killed.
I think there was mushrooms in that hero's face because I am tripping balls.
Yeah.
You do notice in this moment, as you're all dicking around, is that Bothrid just sort of opens his book, looks for a minute, closes it, places it back, and then just sort of settles himself, and then his form just sort of shrinks down into this cat form, but there's something not quite right in the fact that this cat has antennae of sorts.
Okay, what's he doing?
But you notice the eyes are almost like glossed and glazed over, but the antennae do twitch. And Bothrid just scampers off towards the city.
He's a blind cat snail.
What the fuck was that? Has he mixed two animals together in his book? Like stuck two pages together? And he's like a catafly or a
Oh,
buttercat.
God, he's put mincemeat in the truffles. Oh, no.
Friends reference. Well done. Oh, I like trifle.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. That way. Let's go. I'm going to keep my sword in because I don't know whether it's like physically bright on the other realm. So, just going to wait.
So, Deimos could see us. We're definitely sure nobody else can, right?
No.
Find out.
Maybe not
Okay.
walk in through like the doors of the throne room, maybe just in case
So-
his lordship can
So
see
going
us.
back. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
sneak up the back entrance.
That's what Ander does.
Onward.
Hey, I'm glad
Hang
somebody
on,
said
hang on.
something.
Can we hold? Kieran, did you just make an innuendo joke?
No, I mean when you try to rob people, you always go through the back door, right?
Oh man, I thought we made so much progress just then. Yeah, you meant it literally.
What else could that possibly...
Oh, there's still so much to teach you. I hope we live through this.
So proud of all of you right now.
Oh man. Right, well, we head on our way.
Excellent. And I think in
I mean,
that
that's the
case
brushstroke the whole
then,
way there, but I won't. I'll walk.
Anders sort of like half
Swim.
swimming, half walking, just sort of snaking around. But on that note, we will take a very, very short break. And yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes.
See you in a minute.
In a bit.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
Just realised I'm totally off centre tonight.
Terrible.
That's like it's
Is that better?
go. Just off the mark. Excellent. Well, I hope everybody had a nice subtle break there, because shit's about to get real. So, the
I thought we were going for a chat.
yeah, sure. The Wardens of the Vale have entered the Ethereal plane and are seeing all sorts of crazy shit, but have made their way and have begun marching on towards the city of Deluin. Bothrid has become this strange cat-like creature with 2 antennae and has just darted off, and is now scampering through forest and across plains somewhere, and is just going. So as you all now begin to make your way closer and closer to Deluin, you sort of spend that hour or so. You now reach the northernmost wall, if you like. And quick map change for me. Now, as you approach it, you remember that the wall itself, or the walls of this city, they do spread around, and it's weird for you because you pass through this ethereal outer wall, if you like. That is, it's solid to you guys, but you find this broken section. Basically, this wall is long destroyed, and you've got like what used to be there, if anything. And you go through this. In fact, I'm going to change that. It's not broken. You actually go through the main gate of the Raven Queen, and underneath, and then find the material plane walls, which are these weird sort of black material. And as you look up, you can see a number of these very large bolt throwers, ballista, have been set up along the walls, and you remember that from last time, but now they are manned, and there are not defenders, there are defenders is bloody River's End. There are soldiers upon these walls that are dressed in the same regalia you saw before, the sort of blackish, bronzish armour with these curved swords that they now have either on the back or the side, and they are around these ballista just looking out, and you can see the torches line the wall. As you look to your left, towards the east, you see how the wall carries on and bends in, and you then see that jut out where the new keep is located. And that is where you need to be. Token mic hit. So then, Wardens, where do we want to go? You have 8 hours of this shit.
We head to the keep, I believe.
Yep.
Any of the others?
So in theory, if we can float, we can literally just float up to the level we need to be at and just phase through the
You
wall.
can just fucking walk through the wall.
At some point behind the other two, I drop back a bit. Sneakily try out this, up, down, left, right shit. And stumble a bit.
So at some point, Dargon just slinks back and it's a bit like the scene out of Santa Claus the movie, where he's the candy cane and just John Lithgow starts floating. Yeah, there's a reference.
Just so
I
that
need
can,
everybody
to understand how the hell to do it.
That's fine. I need everybody to make me survival checks now, then, please.
It's a 30 for me.
Ow! That's not bad. Yeah, 16.
30, 16.
Hold call that.
It's all good.
Also love the fact that Kirik's in the ethereal plane and Smells change room. That's fantastic.
Meta, very meta. Method acting.
I'm just going to go outside
12.
while we do this.
12 on survival.
Okay, sorry. Your survival check, Dargon, was
16.
16. You all get so far along the wall, and then there's this moment of... Fuck, where was the throne room? And you have this moment of almost perfect lucid clarity, where you can almost picture the layout that you were led through. This long hallway, which there were various rooms on the sides that you didn't go through, which led out into this big double doors and then into the throne room itself. And you remember seeing windows on the back wall either side of the throne. And you know that the throne room itself sits on the sort of northeasternmost side of the keep. The back wall, at least, actually faces out towards, if you like, River's End. So, Wardens, you have a choice now. You can enter in through that, or you can attempt to come all the way around and enter in through the northeasternmost wall, as if the keep itself was on like a 45-degree angle, and what would be the northern wall is northeast. Or you can come in from any other side. What do you want to do? I'm assuming
you see
Andrew
him in the
regaled
throne
that.
room. Yep. So if you last see him in the throne room, that makes sense to be the first place that we look. And obviously we've got to wait for the signal or Lena to start her attack as a distraction. But if he's not in the throne room, we then obviously need time to find him before Lena starts her attack.
Yeah. So, really moving.
Can we see how light it's getting? Can we see if the army is moving yet? What of that can we see?
From where you are, given that you know beyond the walls, and yes, you can sort of half see through stuff. It's taken an hour for you to move on. I'd say the army is probably beginning to stir, but you can't necessarily see it. You would just recognise by the timings and seeing where the moon's at, seeing that sort of glow on the horizon of the sun beginning to rise, that it's not far off time for the defenders of River's End to start mobilising.
Actually,
we
if
don't have
it's
long.
this early, if it's this early, he wouldn't be in the throne room, would he? He'd be in his chambers.
Well,
He may not
you
sleep.
guys had... Yeah, don't forget, you guys had dreams with Asmodeus, so it's
True.
possible that he has
And,
informed.
we can't assume that the imps didn't make it back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let's
Well, I remember exactly where the keep is if we want to go there first. The throne room, sorry.
let's assume the
Go there.
throne room, and we'll try, because I don't trust this plane, will try and see without being seen. And I think it's best we follow you. You have a better understanding in here. I'm getting myself all twisted.
I know exactly where we need to go. Follow me.
Okay.
We'll swim off. We'll swim off towards the throne room.
You swim your way around, doing so slowly, doing so carefully. Even though you're on the ethereal plane, you've still got that just natural sense of we need to be careful here. So you continue your way around, and eventually you move past that outer wall and through into the almost like fortified walls that surround the keep. And there are 3 buildings as you pass through this very, very thick wall. And that is a weird experience because you walk through, and even though you can see the ethereal plane, you will also see the material plane where you are walking through solid rock, feet of solid rock, and you just have to remind yourself to keep walking forward. And there's a moment of, I can breathe, it's fine, I'm not dying inside a wall, I can go, I can just move, it's fine, we keep going. And eventually you step foot out the other side, and I think all 3 of you would probably just take an instinctive
Yeah, Dargon holds his breath the entire way through. Like,
in which case, make me a Constitution saving throw.
I believe it's 1 plus your Constitution that you can hold your breath for, so I think it's 5 minutes, so I think it might be right.
It's okay.
Isn't it? Is it Constitution plus 1 is the amount of time you can hold your breath without any issues?
It's fine, we'll go with it. So you all sort of come through the other side, and you see these 3 main buildings. See these 3 main buildings, one of which is massive, and you know, having been there, that is the keep itself, the main castle, or the centre point, and where the throne room is housed. You also see what looks like maybe a barracks of sort, or some sort of fortified housing, with a number of soldiers outside, and then another building which is just purple roofed or purple tiled roofing. It's a bit weird. You notice that the gate that is there as you move around these buildings, the gate that sort of separates this area from the main city, is not just closed, it is locked, barred, bound. There are multiple ranks of forces that are there behind this. And you can hear the subtle conversations as you sort of pass by different figures, different soldiers. I suppose one of them turns around and says something like, "Any idea what Rendrill's got us posted for?" "No, I had no attacks, months. In fact, last time was when, the Crown Prince, he, it's not us to question the king, just do your duties, get on with it, we'll be fine."
Do any of these have a weird outline? I don't know how the ethereal plane works.
I was going to ask, does anyone seem to notice us?
Or that?
No.
Cool.
Not even going to ask you for a perception check on that, because no, quite simply, no one seems to notice you.
Well, we keep walking, I guess.
Yeah.
Now you want to
Can
go
I,
around the back.
As we walk past, can I try and put my hand through them? I'll just put my hand through his head and ooh.
Okay, with a natural 20 on that dice. You punch your hand through and pull it back out, and you just see this figure sort of there for a moment and go, "Ugh." You feel that?
That
Feel
was
what?
cool.
Cold shiver? Yeah.
Maybe not do that
Almost
again.
like someone was fingering my skull. Had that before,
That
had
was
you?
a literal mindfuck.
Every one of Anders' allies in this moment across Nialin just instinctively
Facepalm.
feel the need to go.
The great disturbance in the force.
Obi-Wan sits down.
Something terrible has happened.
Oh, something terrible's happened.
Excellent.
It's
Now
It's
you
like,
cried out
it's
in
like
terror.
1,000 allies just screamed out in pain.
It was suddenly silenced.
Well done. I enjoyed that one. Cool. So you creep round. I'm going to ask everybody to make me stealth checks, please.
Okie dokie.
Could I argue for advantage because of Ethereal?
No, not in this case.
That's good, I still have disadvantage.
That's good, don't get.
19.
Yeah, 3.
Oh good,
Down, down.
8 for me.
And you creep round the back with your allies following closely behind you. And as you creep round the back of the keep, you can see beyond these walls, and you pass by a bedroom, empty. A corridor, empty. And then you get to the corner and you can see into the throne room itself, with the great marble pillars, 8 of which sort of lead away from the throne, which is against the back wall. And you can see 8 figures against those pillars, one against each pillar, 4 of which look like normal humanoid soldiers, 4 others which look like these strange creatures with long spines coming off them. And you see that almost as a strange form, but also see the humanoid form that they are trying to take. And there is a moment where you sort of creep round and you see this, you stop instinctively, and both of your allies smack into the back of you and make noise in the ethereal plane. And all you notice is that the throne itself seems to shift slightly.
Oh. I think he might be able to. Oh, actually, I'll use message to say this in the head. So in Kirik's head. I think he'll hear us. I don't know why I'm whispering, because I'm using message. Idiot.
Instinctively, even though he's sending a message, it comes as a whisper in your mind. It's natural, right? Trying to be stealthy, you just, even in your mind, you whisper.
And you're muted.
I can
You are
reply to
muted,
that,
sir.
can't
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Message you can.
I? Well, what do you propose we do then? I can dispel it if we want.
No, I think we just need to be quiet as much as we can until we're in position. As long as we stay in his sight, I think we'll be okay.
And as we start as we attempt to make our way through, just before, I will see that Dargon has the sword out, and I will place my hand upon the hilt of the sword. I'll say, "She will guide your strikes today," and I'll cast Holy Weapon on it.
Oh boy.
Even in this ethereal state, it's almost like Timwheel's Wrath begins to burn with this dark fire, and the golden radiance beneath it shines through that. Are you continuing to make your way round, or are you staying where you are right now?
Way around.
Yeah, I think we
Make
need to
another
stay
stealth check,
behind
please.
the throne, don't
Okay.
we? So,
Yeah.
Okay. Make me another stealth check, please.
oh, that's better. 25.
Sorry, I'm just doing spell management.
Disadvantage.
It's alright. Hey JK, welcome back.
Woo! Welcome back.
JK.
11.
11.
Stealth.
I rolled an 11 for stealth.
I did roll a 21, but then remembered I had disadvantage.
20 again.
Law of averages. Well done, folks. So even as Dargon sort of stumbles a little bit, Kirik and Under both catch him, and slowly and stealthily, the three of you begin to
Can we take him by force?
creep.
Can we surprise him?
That's the plan.
So you're going directly behind the throne now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make me perception checks, please.
From disadvantage to advantage. 21.
Perception. 18.
18. Captain fucking Wisdom over here.
9. I'm either rolling 19s or 3s on the dice, so
Let's go. Well, okay, fair one.
combat's going to be great.
Refresh.
Kirik, you're sort of distracted by the room, but Dargon and Andy, you're both drawn directly to that throne that you can see through, and you can see the form of Ethereal. But you also see big leathery wings. And where Ethereal, the form of Ethereal holds a staff, you see this strange, malevolent-looking blade. And it's almost like the form is hunched in, trying to fit into this humanoid form. And you get that sense it's much, much larger.
Do we recognise him from when we may have faced them before?
What'd you roll for perception?
Good question. I've forgotten already. 18, I want to say, off the top of my head. 18.
18, it was 18. You recognise it as a devil. You do recognise the sword as being one held and wielded by one of the devils that was present when the distiller sent you beyond Glentuag. Are we now waiting?
I believe we're in position, yeah. Ready to strike.
You begin to sort of sit and wait, and then at some point you hear this. Fuck off, you stupid! What the fuck is that?
Bollocks.
Did you see that? I mean, I'm not saying anything if you don't. Right, great, okay. Fucking hell. I'm a bit nervous. Will you pull it together? For fuck's sake. We leave the Wardens. And the defenders have begun to march and form ranks around Deluin now. An advanced party of scouts, along with Deimos and Remley, have scampered ahead, and using that expertise of the rangers of Deluin, they managed to creep all the way around to the coastline of Deluin. And Deimos just looks at the others and sort of, well, I'm fucking ready when she is. The rest of the forces form up on the northern side of Deluin itself. And it is at this point even the Wardens start to hear the murmurings among the forces, and there's all of a sudden a lot of activity and movement as soldiers begin to make their way north, or to the northern side of the city. Lena steps up alongside Micaiah in front of her troops. And she looks at them all. And then just a light forms in her hand. And she shines it on all of them. Defenders of Riverend! River's End, even. That was going to be so much more epic than it was. What a fail. Whew. My brave brothers and sisters, kin of Ethereal. I stand here this morning not a queen, but a fellow being in this great land of ours. Beyond those walls, our friends, our allies from our sister city live in ignorance of the true nature of their world. Their beliefs and ideals twisted by a devil masquerading as my late father. We've lost so much already. It's time we took something back. It's time we fought back. Today we push the very evil that took our home, and we push it to the brink of defeat. We will take the serpent, and we will slit its throat. Whilst they live in ignorance, anyone beyond those walls is ultimately an enemy. But we have a chance. We have a chance to show them the truth. A chance to free them. A chance to reunite the twin cities of the south. The time of the elves is far from over. We welcome our allies from the far reaches of Nialin, some of which are in the city right at this moment. Stand strong now, my defenders. Stay your course. Let your arrows fly true. I promise you, we will see another dawn. The light goes out, and you just hear Micaiah, well, you don't hear, but Micaiah turns and just shouts something in Elvish, and the forces begin to fan out, and a contingent of archers step forward. And then Micaiah in common just turns, takes out her own bow, knocks an arrow. Alright, let's do this. Knock. Draw. She lifts up her own bow. On my mark. An arrow flies. And the war for Deluin begins. The Wardens, as you now cower almost behind the wall to the throne room, you hear the screams as the first few arrows find their mark and people begin to fall off the walls, and then the shouts and cries of various soldiers upon the very ramparts themselves as those great big bolt throwers are sort of wheeled into position. And again the shouts this time, "Hold! Hold! Fire!" As the bolt throwers themselves. You hear the impact, and there are screams again. The impact itself is dull, distant. You can look up and you can see various people moving all over the place. But in the room beyond you, things are still. The figure of Ethereal and that creature that is there just sort of sits forward. And then a voice. I know you're there.
Let's get this over with, shall we? Two birds, one very large stone.
Dargon nods to the other two. Just nods. And I hope that we all know what that means, that we're going to just pounce on him.
Kirik dispels it.
Are you going to stay outside the walls, or are you going in first?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought we were
Inside.
No. You were
Inside.
literally, the throne is on the back wall, so you were the other side.
Oh yeah,
But if you wish
we'll move out of the wall. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, in which case, let's get rid of some fog. Let's roll some initiative.
Oh boy. Oh, I need a good roll.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I should have hit A button. So give me these initiative rolls again. Sorry.
Natural 20
Oh,
for
dear,
21.
21.
You're on mute, Danny.
I said, I rolled shit, so if you need to press it again, can I get to roll again? Because I got 10.
Okay, Bothridge rolled shit as well. Dargon?
14.
14.
Oh boy,
Okay,
guys.
the order then
Come
is
on.
Kirik, Dargon, Ander, and Bothrid.
What did Bothrid roll?
9,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Oh, fuck me.
So I'm going to let you position yourselves on this map where you want to be based on the fact you've moved in. So you should
Really
be able to
far
control
away?
your own tokens.
Just found another feature on this, which is quite cool.
Is that the right click?
Yeah, right click. That's really cool.
Okay, so Andy, you just sprint through.
I was going to say, do you want to do that? I mean, I'm literally just assuming that we are through the wall, and therefore I'm just going to pounce on Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'm
I'll put-
right next to him.
Yeah.
I'll put you two either side
Yeah,
as
yeah.
Ander will say in this moment just sprints forward, and then we hit initiative order
I
as
mean-
the spell fails.
I suppose he knew we were somewhere, but we were still trying to pounce him.
You're not going to get a surprise round.
Yes.
It was a nice try.
You don't ask, you don't get. Absolutely.
Not when this enemy has true sight.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Yeah.
So, as you all just book it through and the spell fails, 4 of the figures just... What the fuck? Guards! Guards! Intruders! Intruders! And then Ethereal just stands, and the human form just falls away, and the form and the figure grows, and the wings just... Finally, a fight's worth having. Just rolls his neck. And the soldiers, 4 of them just freeze. 4 of them just... And these creatures with these long barbs and spines along their bodies just take their place. And they all just... And we're straight into initiative order with Kirik straight off the bat.
Nice.
Immediately, as a bonus action, Kirik is just going to be focused on Bell, and he's going to hold on to his shield. And his there's a moment where energy, like the ethereal energy that he's just punched out of, is still going to swirl around him. His hair is going to like fucking go Dark Phoenix and just start floating as the mask of the Raven Queen just forms on his face. And I'm going to use my shield's ability, Mask of the Matron, please.
Nice. Would you like to? Because I think this is the first time you've used Mask of the Matron, isn't it?
It is the first time I'm using it.
Describe what that means to your allies here.
It means that now the mask is just this white mask is just shooting out a 10-foot radius of light, and you will see Bell and is BDA the demon?
BDA is a devil, yes.
Oh yeah, devil. Both of them are going to wince slightly whilst in the light, which means that they have attack rolls are at disadvantage against me whilst that mask is on.
Absolutely. So this ghostly mask just forms and this light just starts to shine out. And you can see Bell sort of wince away. BDA just shivers and... Ugh. Rest of your turn, please, Kirik.
And as an action, I'm going to reach out towards Bell. And as I do so, there is sort of, my hand is also slightly, there's a sort of spectral hand on top. And I'm going to try to hold on to one of his wings. And I'll say, she sends her remarks. I'm going to cast Contagion on him.
Oh,
boyo!
Reach out and touch me. Oh.
That is
Interesting.
a 20 to hit. It's not going to hit.
Bell's going to get monkeypox.
That just hits.
COVID, motherfucker!
Okay. The target is poisoned,
Okay.
and at the end of each of the poisoned target's turns, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. If it succeeds on 3 of these saves, it is no longer poisoned and the spell ends. If the target fails 3 of these saves, the target's no longer poisoned, but I get to choose a disease that it gets.
So as Kirik, you grab
Syphilis.
onto the wing, just this energy just surges into the wing. You see like this black energy just sweep across both wings and across Bell's very body. And then Bell just sort of... and that black energy goes. And you discover an immunity.
Mm-hmm. Though it might be.
Ooh.
So it
least we know.
cannot be poisoned. And Anders already there prepping shit. That's what we like to see. Anything else on your turn, Kirik? Movement?
No, that's going to be my turn.
Excellent. Dargon.
Jesus. Bell roll like shit by any chance. Okay. First of all, question: am I doing my extra damage?
Yes.
With Timiel's Wrath,
You will be.
obviously.
Yes.
I've
Yes.
also-
Yes. Of course.
Cool.
Of course.
No, that's lovely. I've also realised that it's not that; it's actually that. So that's cool. Right. So
While you're doing that, I am
Yes.
going to say thank you to Dungeon Alchemist for the mapping tools, because I promised it for weeks. This is a Dungeon Alchemist map.
I would like to also point out how amazing it does actually look. We've zoomed in to this one area, but my god, is that really, really cool. Like,
Yeah.
super cool. So
We're going to smash it up though. Sorry, Matt.
It's fine. I'm not precious about the map. You do whatever the fuck you
Have you
want
got a
with it.
destroyed version for afterwards?
Just a crater and Kirik standing in the middle with you guys just going, not sure that's what we had planned. Anyway, carry on,
we
Dargon.
detonated Kirik. Right, so I'm going to appear at his side, as Kirik obviously does. Kirik draws his attention. So with that, I'm going to use a distracting strike, if I can remember. It's been a minute. just making sure I'm not saying the wrong thing. Yes, distracting strike. And I'm going to give myself advantage on whacking this mother trucker.
Go for it.
So,
Come on. No, but it was still pretty good. That is a 31 to hit.
Yeah.
nice.
Just double check.
Oh boy, that's going to be a lot of damage.
31 to hit. So, here we go, lads. There is 2d8 from Holy Weapon, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
1d8 slashing, and 2d10 because he's a fiend, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Plus stuff. Here we go. Here's the fun bit. Oh, a 10! Ooh.
Oh no.
It's a fun bit watching you do maths.
It is, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That's just not helping. So that first hit is 32 points of damage. Do you need it splitting down?
No.
Okay. So that's that one. Then the second attack is then going to be a 20 to hit. Is that hit?
Just hit.
Okay, phew.
Just.
So then that... Oh shit, I didn't add in another d10 like a twat. My bad. Hang on, bear with. Just add in that one, which is another 9 points on that previous one. My bad.
Nice.
What an idiot, sorry. And then this other one is then... ...24 points of damage to that one.
Nice.
Third attack is 27 to hit, so that's okay.
Will definitely hit.
$34 points.
Jesus, man.
Oh, damage. Holy fuck. That was a lot of damage.
So
90 points in a round?
Near enough.
Okay, so I would like to have cut into the wing for the first one, pulled back around, gone for the sort of the lower knee, so knee and sort of shin area, and then as I do that, it's sort of a push and draw back to then bring his attention around to me.
And as you do sort of slice in 3 times and then draw back, there's just this spray of fiendish blood that lands on the floor, and there's just a tss as it begins to sort of sear itself on the floor.
I'm then going
anything
to...
else on your turn?
Yeah, so to gain his attention, I'm not going to immediately move all the way over, but I'm going to move 5, 10. Sorry, because I can go diagonally. Move 5, 10. And I'm going to double check if I can do anything fun here. No. That will be... yeah, actually, bonus action Hex. On Bell.
Nice.
And so that will be that one. And yeah, that'll be that.
What do you pick for Hex?
Sorry?
What do you pick for Hex?
What do I pick for Hex? Very good point. It's not saving throws, is it? It's...
Skill checks.
Skill checks. I'm going to stay. Dargon's just going to always do this, I think. Strength.
Okie dokie. Brilliant. As your turn ends, then, Bell with his sword is just gonna... very, very clever, and he's just gonna look at Kirik. Kirik, the next time you attack Bell, you're going to have to subtract 6 from that roll. As Bell uses a legendary action.
Just a thing that happens?
Just a thing.
So I'd just like to describe Hex as some of the flame comes off the sword and it wraps around his leg. So it's like this little wreath of radiant energy around his leg.
Nice. Like a little leg bangle type thing. And as that legendary action then ends, it is then Bell's turn as well. Yeah, okay. Bell is just going to sort of look at you, chuckle, and then disappears in this royal of fire and reappears over here, but 10 feet in the air.
I presume no opportunity attack or anything.
No, that was a full-on teleport.
Nice.
And I should have said, sorry, in fact, no, I'm going to say it now. Everybody make me a wisdom saving throw, except for Ander. You get these at advantage because of Hero's Feast. Everybody remembered that fucker.
Oh,
24.
Yeah. 15.
Oh,
15?
at advantage, of course. 24.
I mean, what did you roll?
I rolled a 24 and a 23, so, you know.
Okay, well, a 23 would only just have done it, but a 24 was definitely enough. Dargon, you are now frightened of Bell.
No, he's not. He's immune to being
I'm
frightened
immune
because of
because
Hero's
of-
Feast.
And the truth shall set you free. There we go. I knew there was a reason I ignored that. Cool. So you're all immune anyway, which is cool. That will then be Bell's go. BDA then is going to take one big step forward, and seeing Kirik there is going to make 3 attacks.
At disadvantage because he's a fiend.
Absolutely.
What the fuck?
Mask of the Matron.
You're a legend.
So, 2 claw attacks coming up. 8 or so 8. Blah, 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 blah. That's 14 with the first, which misses. Less with the second, which misses, and then the tail's going to come swinging around towards
After
you.
it does... No, carry on. I'll do it at the end.
Carry on. That's not going to hit. So all 3 of those attacks just...
Great. My shield is going to flash. I'm going to use Wrath of the Raven Queen.
Nice.
Can it make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Let's switch dice up, shall we? Let's use that one. That's rather fiendish. Oh, that jumped out.
I would just love to take a wonderful thing that just came from chat. Dargon was scared, but he then realised he didn't know how to be scared. Oh yeah! Thank you, JK, for that. That's amazing.
Wisdom saving throw. Is this a magical effect? It is, isn't it?
It's from the shield, so I guess so, yeah.
15.
It fails. It's going to take 9,
It's
or it's going to take 8 points of necrotic damage. And it is currently frightened of me.
Go. How do you want to do this?
Interesting.
Are they immune to being frightened?
Guess we'll
Nope.
find out.
Yeah, that worked. So BDA is now frightened of Kirik as it sort of misses 3 times, and then the eyes of that raven on the shield just flash, and you just see BDA sort of shrink back slightly, and that will be BDA's go. BDB. BD, 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 BD. If anybody gets that reference, I will be amazed. BDB is going to go... Oh, not move the whole map. 5, 10, 15, 20 to there. Yeah, 3 attacks. I suppose we need to make this aura on Kirik so we know how far it goes, actually. How far is it?
It's 10 foot, and it only affects attacks against me, so, I mean...
That's fine, it's just, I don't know, I'm just making sure so I know it's there. Let's put it in that weirdish colour. Shrink. Well, that's definitely not 15 feet, is it?
10 feet. But no, that's not. It's not 10.
That'll do. So the bright ring is Kirik's aura. I'm going to stick that as a... Oh, change layer. Change layer. Crop. There we go. You can see what the fuck's happening. Okay. BDB is then going to make 2 attacks and a tail attack against Dargon. Claw attack. First one is a 16, is a miss. Second one is a 22.
Yes.
That will hit. So that will be 8 points of piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
And then the tail attack is going to be 16. Misses.
On the... Yeah, fuck it. On the tail attack, I shall riposte.
Nice.
Sword comes around to catch the tail.
Catch the tail. So that will be a terrible roll. 18.
Will hit BDC. BDB, rather.
Jeez. That was rubbish. Next, these fiends.
Yes.
Okay. Bear with me while I do a math exam. That's 44 points of damage.
Fuck a duck.
Yeah, that's with using a superiority die. That's why.
BDB, No, I'm not going to say it wasn't a natural 20. So just... you catch the tail and sort of slice into it, and there is just this gout of blood that launches out. Cool. That will be BDB's go. BDC then is also going to go 5, 10 up to there. In fact, no, it's not. It's going to stay all the way back there, and it's going to do something totally different. It is going to just opens its hand, and this flame appears, and it's going to launch it toward you, Dargon. For a 17 to hit.
Miss.
Just scattered against the floor somewhere.
Did that look like actual flame or radiant flame or something like that?
Oh no, that was proper fire.
Cool. Yeah.
BDD, seeing Ander appear, there is only going to go 5, 10, 15, straight up to there. 3 attacks against Ander.
Oh, good.
3.
Don't leave
First
King Ander
one
alone. And he fucking runs
is a
off.
21 to hit, sir.
Yeah.
5 points of piercing damage. Second one is a 10 to hit.
No.
And then the tail attack comes around and is a 16 to hit.
No.
There you go. So this one claw just rakes itself across your chest as you then think, fuck this. Dodge the second claw and the tail swings around. You just duck underneath it as it swoops. In fact, I'll say you jump over the top of it, and that will be BD's go. And with that,
And as my reaction, I will use my skirmisher feat to move 20 feet away.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
5, 10, 5, 10, 15,
Catch me
20
if you
gets
can.
you to there. Sorry. So yeah, as you jump and then run away. It is then your go.
Amazing.
That was fucking
I will
fantastic.
then-
I've not seen that yet.
I will then look at Val and, whoa, not knowing whether
Bell.
the
Baal is a
yeah.
totally different one.
True. I will look at Bell and not knowing whether the guards are actually going to do anything, I'll include them as well. So I'll cast slow on Bell, BDA, BDB, B and D. Please.
Okay.
Nice, of course, Bell's moved. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
B and
That's
D both
wisdom
fail.
19.
B and D both fail.
If they wanted to escape, they'll take him a long bloody time to do that now. Sorry.
Chariots of Fire plays in the background.
Ding, 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 ding. I had a total.
Boffrey kills them.
What's the film? Jack Black.
Yeah.
What, School of Rock?
So
No.
you were thinking of that. I was thinking of Mr. Bean playing the piano.
The Mr. Bean in the Olympics, yeah, I was thinking.
Just playing that the entire time. I just loved that bit. Absolutely loved it.
I'm trying to think. It's a Christmas film. Kate Winslet, Jack Black.
Oh,
Holiday.
Holiday.
The Holiday, yeah. Pling, 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 pling. Yeah. Okay, Bell then. It's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yep.
Natural 20
Bastard.
Doesn't even burn
for a
that
grand
legendary.
total of 32. So Bell's not slowed, and then
wow,
BD
He's got Keurig numbers. He's got Keurig
BDA.
numbers on
You
that
said,
wisdom.
yeah. Did you even
BDA
say
and
D?
BDB. BDB. Is he? If he's within 40 feet of bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can
Yeah,
get him.
no, that's fine. Okay, so yeah. So BDA and BDB. So BDA first.
Are these devils or demons?
Devils.
Devils.
We'll come to that in a minute. That was the same roll twice for a grand total of 11. So BDA is not just frightened, but also slowed.
Oh boy, he's not having a great day.
Good.
And then BDD. $23.
Oh, that's a save.
BDB is fine. BD. Excellent. Anything else in your turn?
Bonus action. I'll give Dargon Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
Go.
He'll have to make a save at some point, I imagine.
Probably a wisdom one. Probably will fail it.
There we go. Bardic Inspiration on Dargon. As you finish your go, then, unless you want to move.
Ooh, do I want to move anymore? No, I'm alright. I can see everything from here.
Okay. Okay, as you finish your go then, Bell is just going to take that sword that he has in his hand, swings it round, and there's just this ball of fire that launches and lands around here.
Oh fuck.
Is he just fireball us?
Is he fireballing us?
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking hell.
So I need dexterity saving throws, please.
Christ.
You're welcome for the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, why can't it ever be?
Kirik, Dargon.
Jesus.
Oh, and you can't even counterspell because you've already used your reaction. Oh.
I know.
Doesn't matter for BDA or
Dex
BDD
saving
or BDC. A natural
Really?
1, A's going to take double damage, and B is also going to fail.
Oh. 13.
13.
15.
Both of you fail. You are
Yeah.
going to take... How many of that?
Even with your bardic inspiration, Dave.
Nope, sorry, you are bloody brilliant. D8 or D6?
D8, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that is 15.
Right, come on.
Plus 8? 23?
Is the magic
Nice.
number you needed. You're going
Holy
to take half of this
shit.
damage.
God.
You're welcome.
His DC is 23.
I rolled a 13
Oh,
and an
God.
8. Oh my god.
Okay, maths. 6, 12.
Right. Note to self, do not use your reactions because you need counterspell every round.
20,
Holy
25,
yeah.
28, 31 points of damage to Dargon. A is dead, and just burns.
31 to me.
You are going to take half of that.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
31 to Kirik. You're going to take...
16.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
16 points of damage. A dramatically failed that with a natural 1, so took 62 points of damage. And the BDs are totally unaffected as fire just washes over them.
Oh,
Yes.
that's bad. Bad news.
In that moment then, you just hear this as the stained glass window shatters and a tiny cat drops in just up there. And
It didn't hit the fire pit, thank god.
as a bonus action, I mean, it's a cat, had blind sight and all sorts in that form. He's just going to drop the wild shape as a bonus action, so just becomes Bothrid again. So that will be his bonus action. And rather than raging, he's just going to survey the room for just a second, and then he's going to do something he has not done before.
Take a dump in the corner.
He's going to look towards Bell, and he's just going to hold out his hand.
Well, mother, help me now.
And he just grabs and pulls.
I was expecting a
And
magical hammer
speaks
to
a word in Druidic. And it's almost like you see Bell just sort of tug down slightly. Bell does have to make a save on this. I need to remove all of
Thought he
those
was gonna-
d8s that I just threw.
Whoa, I don't know what's happening.
I'm having a moment.
It's going to be a save anyway. It's a natural 20. So there is a moment where
Stop rolling well.
and in fact I am going to put this on the board. Let's just draw a quick circle. I'm doing great. In fact, it's the circle of Bell right now. 10-foot radius sphere. 5, 10, no, it's going to be bigger than that.
Oh, radius sphere, yeah, that'll hit D.
Jeez.
Won't it? No,
Nope,
it won't.
that's 10-foot
No, it
radius
won't.
sphere
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
point centered
Doesn't.
on Bell. Why has that only come out dotted? That was bizarre. Either way, that works. So I can leave that like that. There we go.
Yep.
You can see the very ground just sort of crack underneath as this literal sphere centered on Bell just force of energy.
You got gravity
And Bell
well,
is still going to take half damage from this, as it's almost like he's pulled down towards the earth. So that's going to be half of the 2d8. As Bothrid casts Magnify Gravity.
Oh, you beauty!
Nice.
But in fact, he's cast that at 3rd level, which is going to be 4d8 halved.
Oh.
2, 3. Another d8 anywhere? There we go, 4. 6, 12. That was a lot. 18. 9 points of damage to Bell.
Take that.
I am no longer bardically inspired.
You are no longer bardically
Because you
inspired.
succeeded.
Very true.
And I have no idea how to take that token off.
I took damage.
I got it.
So I need to do a concentration check.
You do. It was 31 points of damage, just to remind you. So you need a 16.
16. Oh, hi.
Oh,
Hiya!
considering my concentration rolls. Okay, 27.
Whee! Is that on Holy Weapon?
Yeah.
If you drop Holy Weapon because of damage, does it still do that nuke thing?
It doesn't trigger. No.
10,
That's a bonus action I need to
15.
take.
Oh, boo!
Bothrid's going to go to there, and that will be Bothrid's go. And that circle can now disappear, as that is instantaneous and only lasts a round. So, cool. We are then back around the top. Well, we're not actually. These soldiers, having seen one of their mates get fried by these devils, they're all going to start to make a run for it. So C is just going to go 5, 10, 15. Zoom out. 20, 25, 30. There's going to be an attack of opportunity from BDD.
Plum.
Which is absolutely going to hit. As the tail whips round, and that will be... yep. Bye-bye, C. C plans to run away, or tries to run away. This tail just... and there's a moment where the soldier stops. And his top half just slides off his bottom half. And he's bisected. And then these two, I'm going to go... Oh, hang up. Apparently I didn't attach the tokens.
When you drop concentration on a spell, can I keep it on 1 and lose it on 2? Or is it just gone?
10, 15, 5, 10, 15. When you drop concentration on a spell, technically it's gone.
Yeah.
I won't do that then.
No. So I appreciate what you're trying to do, but no, not happening. And we are over to Kirik.
I would like to move down 5, 10, 15, 20 feet south.
10, 15, 20 to there.
Take an attack opportunity.
Taking that with you.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
BDA.
Pick a dice, any dice. That one. Interesting. That will be either a 20... no, it'll be a 21 to hit.
21 misses.
That fucking dice down.
And I would like to move 10 feet east, please. And
Okay.
there, I'm going to grab the Rod of Alertness and I'm going to slam it into the floor. And I will activate its aura effect as an action. As this light's just going to shoot out from it. So protective aura, that's a 60-foot radius of dim light. No, 60-foot radius of bright light, 60 foot of another dim light. It's probably the whole room.
Yeah, just a bit.
And friendly creatures in the area will get a +1 to their AC and a +1 to their saving throws.
I mean, the far wall is 55 feet from you, so you said 6-foot radius, yeah?
Yeah, so it's the whole room.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Everybody. There you
go. That will be my action, I think. As an action. Bonus action, throw a Raven Feather towards Bell, and I'm going to use Spiritual Weapon at 3rd level for these.
Where would you like to place it?
Just north of him. Actually, no. West of him, between the 2 pillars. There. So, I will attack with it, and I'll subtract my 6 from it.
Yes.
Spiritual weapon cast. So that will be a... Ooh, might still hit, 24.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
Nice. Very good, very good. So that's going to be 2d8 plus 6. That is 15 points of force damage, please.
15 points of force damage. This Raven's feather blade just strikes in. Finish your go?
That is my go. Thank you very much.
Cool. Yeah, Bell's going to use a legendary action again, and there's going to be a ball of fire that just lands there. And so I need dexterity saving throws from Dargon and Bothrid.
Yep.
Bothrid gets advantage.
19.
Roll the same both times, gets a 14, so you both fail that.
You get a +1 to your saving throws. Not that that matters, I don't think.
20.
Whoa, what did I do?
That's a lot of dice just getting ready.
Fucking hell. It sounds so good. 4, 5,
No, they
6,
don't.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
They don't on this side of the
13,
table.
17 points of fire damage to Bothrid and Dargon.
Yeah. As we get a good old.
That could have been flawless.
Exactly that.
Yeah, definitely.
Dargon, your go.
My go. Okay.
With half a beard.
You are confronted by BDB. It just...
Yeah. So at this point, you will see. Oh, I don't know if there's any use. Okay, I don't think that's any use, but this one will be. There is a sort of a shockwave that emanates from Dargon. Doesn't really affect anything, but as it does, you see that if stones ripple on the ground, the stones that are naturally in the arm and skin of a Goliath grow and grow out. And as that happens, the tamed soul of this primordial being presents the investiture of stone as Dargon's AC is increased by +3. I get resistances, and I can do other shit later on. That is on my action. I
Am I
don't...
correct in thinking your AC is currently 26?
23. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless I've got anything from anywhere else. But no, it is 20 normally, and it is now therefore 23.
24
So-
with the other thing.
24 with the rod.
With the oh, you did the rod of alertness, of course. So yes, that is 24. Right, I haven't got the 15-foot thing around me yet because that is an additional action. I would just point that out. But I do, of course, when it happens, if it happens, then obviously that ring does actually help me show what it may or may not do.
Okay, well, I'll put it there and I'll hide it for now.
No, that's fine. I, however, will not do that. But I will action surge and I will slice into BDB.
Give that devil some shit.
I shall do. So, I'm just going to roll 3 times. I think that's probably easier on this one. And then do a lot of math. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. The lowest is 26.
Yep, all 3 hit.
Cool. I rolled a 12, an 18, and a 19. That was amazing. I haven't hexed these guys, so that one's out. 2 of them.
That's fine.
2.
Hex, that's currently on bell.
Sorry. Oh my god.
Oh,
2
mate.
of them. 2 of them and 2 of them. Oh my god, lord. Hey.
Say while Dargon's doing his maths there is that you can continue to hear these as the huge great bolt throwers shoot these gigantic bolts, arrows if you like, these staves just, and you can hear the almost explosions. There is then a moment where you hear this and it sounds like a dragon's roar. And there's some faint shouts of "To the south! To the south! Dragon! Dragon!"
South.
I mean, I'm taking a photo of that last roll.
They must went all the way around.
Out of 3D, what was that? 3D8 and 2D10. 4 of them were 8. So, in total, 3 attacks on BDB is 109 points. Without Hex or any superior die.
Well, he's just
superiority
gone.
dice.
Matt just removed him from the map.
Just gonna You could have one-shot that fucking creature is all I'm going to say. Jesus fucking H Christ.
Yeah, I mean, so...
Yeah, BDB, as Dargon turns and unleashes its fury, is just pieces.
I'm guessing here that these are bony creatures, bone devils, maybe. So I would like to say that I scatter this thing into fucking pieces.
Covered in these strange spines. They're not bony as such. They are just barbed, one may say.
Okay. Then yeah, I just clatter this thing to pieces.
Nice. As your body just gets covered in these rock-like formations.
So that was my action surge, which I think was worth it for a change. And I'm then going to. Okay, I am going to move to BDA. Yeah, I am going to move there.
Okay. Poor sod.
5, 10. Simply because I want to head towards Bell, but he's up in the air at the moment, and so let's just move in the general direction. That's my go.
Okay.
I suppose actually it works in fitting with my bonus action to also do some stuff. I will do second wind actually. Yeah.
Nice.
So I'll roll that and just add my HP.
Good stuff. So in that moment then,
20 points of healing back.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, okay. You notice again as Dargon's turn ends, Bell is making some calculations. Kirik, the next time you attack, you're going to have to subtract 1.
Oh, mother.
And then it is Bell's go, and he's going to look towards Dargon in the stony form. Oh, yes. Shall we make this fun? And his whole body is just going to light up. And flame is just going to begin to pour from his hands as he reaches up into the sky, and this flame just pours down into the middle of the room, and this huge roiling tornado of flame appears as Bell summons. Why can I not click on it?
Oh no, it can't come on the map.
The Imix.
Shit.
The fuck is that?
And this primordial fiery force just appears in the middle of the room.
He's not
Nope.
taken it on then. He controls it.
There we go. That will be Bell's turn. BDA.
Can we change? Is it too late to
Is-
change our plan? Can we just go?
Frightened of Kirik.
Ethereal
I
thing,
can still
ethereal
see
thing, let's
Kirik, but is going to make an attack against Dargon.
Might just do the
At
tiny hut and wait
disadvantage,
it out. See you in a bit.
Going to make a
Just
single
10 minutes,
attack and misses. So BDA can do fuck with his claws just scrape across the armor in front of you.
I'm not going to hit it.
In that moment, then, you see the Imix just this wave of heat-like energy just blasts off it. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm glad I'm not a bear.
+1.
Oh, 18. I'm happy with 19, you know. I don't think it's going to be enough.
Sorry, what roll was that? My bad, that should have been concentrating.
Constitution saving throw,
Okay,
please.
that's a little better.
Natural 20.
Oh, you
Nice.
beauty! I have not used this.
You have not.
Oh, Bothrid. Oh, Bothrid.
Sorry, 23.
Bothrid gets a 16. Ander?
I got 19.
19. Ander and Bothrid are
Dead.
Just dead.
just you know, game over.
Just an insta-kill.
In fact, no, everybody is going to take
What?
5 points of fire damage.
Oh, okay.
Burn.
But Ander and Bothrid are also going to take a point of exhaustion.
Wow.
You can fuck right off.
That's not brilliant.
That's bad. That's real
That's
bad.
very bad.
I mean, it's okay in a
Disadvantage on ability
fight to a
checks.
degree, isn't it?
For now.
Disadvantage on ability
If
checks.
that happens
I've
every
got.
turn,
If it happens every turn, then we are in trouble.
then we have 6 turns. Until we're dead.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Bothrid's going to take 5 points of fire damage. Except
I don't like
Bothrid
this
is
game
now
anymore.
resistant to fire damage because of Nature's Thread, so he's going to take 3 points of fire damage. So as this wave hits against Bothrid, you do see the whip glow with this greenish energy that sort of forms a shield over him. He is, however, still going to take that point of exhaustion. And where were we?
I mean, that was just after my go, so I think it's Anders, isn't it?
That was Bell's go. And then
Roll a 13 on the concentration check, so it's all good.
BDC's go. BDC's going to move up to there. Because it was BDA who attacked first. So BDC's going to make 3 attacks against Bothrid. Claw. Ooh, is that going to hit? Maths. No. The second one. Yes. Just, I believe. With an unnatural 20, which is Bothrid's armor class. No, +1.
Whee!
Misses. Tail attack, natural 20.
Would a +1 to my save then? And the 20 would have made a difference with it to my exhaustion thing, would it? If I got 20 instead.
Natural 20 doesn't count. I was waiting for that one. So that is 6, 10, 13 points of piercing damage to Bothrid. Bothrid's starting to get a little bit pissed off now at this moment. BDD's go then, who is just going to hurl this fire or flame towards Ander, which is going to be a ranged attack. 23 to hit.
Yep.
Dave! They rolled a natural 20 and I stopped it.
What?
When you're not here.
Yeah.
Really? Well,
9 points of fire damage.
then I think it deserves this, does it not?
Yes!
Oh, we've been sitting on that shit for like 4 months now.
Yeah, I can't believe that I missed it because I'm desperate for a B. Oh.
So, Ander, as this flame hits you, anything that is flammable is now on fire right now on your body.
Well, what? I'm wearing leather armour and a fancy cloak. My hair's probably flammable.
Your cloak doesn't catch fire because that is magical and fey. So don't worry about that. I'm gonna say like any like if you're wearing leather, no, fuck it. It just gets warm. And it is
Do I
now
need to
your
stop,
go.
drop, and roll? Is that what I have to do on my go? So start is my go, is it?
It is your go.
Right. So with my cloak, I get a 1d6 back of health at the start of each turn, which I forgot to do last time. It's okay. It's a 1. Just pal. And then straight away, you will hear this Mongolian throat singing again as the vibration builds and builds and builds, and I will fire the psychic lance at that big fiery bastard.
Nice.
And he has to make an intelligence 19 saving throw, please.
Intelligence.
Also, thanks to Mertha for half of that animation because that was
Yes.
amazing.
Nope.
Nope.
Six, but is going to choose to succeed.
You bastard.
You doing that towards Bell?
No, the big
missed.
fiery bugger. So he only takes half as much damage then, and you are not incapacitated. So that's 12 psychic damage.
Okay, 12 points of psychic damage. Cool. Anything else on your turn, sir?
Do I want to move? Is there any point moving anywhere? No, because I think it's going to hit me anyway, innit? Wherever I move, I'm going to get hit with shit. I'll go right in the corner then.
Fuck.
Nothing,
I love
nothing
it.
like God Save the King when the king's hiding in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm not hiding. It's a strategic placement.
Keep telling yourself that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you hit the Imix with that psychic energy, again, it's just gonna this wave of energy just roils off it. Everyone is going to take.
Oh no!
So can't even touch it. Brilliant.
5 points of fire damage. This is a legendary action, I should point out.
Saving throw.
And yes, saving throws, please. Constitution saving throws.
Oh my god!
That's so bad.
That's bad.
That's so bad.
Bothrid, you lucky, lucky fucker.
Yeah,
21.
24.
What saving throw do I have to make?
Constitution saving throw, please.
14.
Look at that.
1 point of
Ooh,
exhaustion,
21.
please, Kirik.
And then
Nice.
20 on this. 20 on a concentration check.
21 is the exact number you needed, so you do not gain another level of exhaustion.
Thank you for the +1 to my saving throws, otherwise I'd have been fecked.
Oh, that was a... Is that from the Rod of Alertness, +1 to saving throws?
Yeah.
Okay, 22 for Bothrid.
25 for me.
I'll remember that one. It is now Bothrid's go. Bothrid's starting to get a bit pissed off, so he is going to rage.
About damn time.
It's about damn time.
In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental man woman to pump me up. In a minute, I'm gonna need Kirik to pump me up because I'm gonna be dead.
So Bothrid begins his rage, and in his rage is going to ignore BDC totally. In fact,
Do we need to kill the
this.
fiery bastard or whale to then stop the fiery bastard?
Yeah, okay, Bothrid's going to ignore that totally, ignore him, and Bothrid's going to rage and run. With instinctive pounce. He's going to use half his movement speed to move initially. 5, 10, 15, 20. And is then going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 to there. Just to within sort of that 10 feet of Bell. There's going to be 2 attacks of opportunity against Bothrid there. One of which is going to hit. And that's going to be max damage on that one, which is a grand total of 9 points of piercing damage. Which is going to get halved to 5. Bothrid don't care. So once Bothrid's around there, he is then going to take out Nature's Thread. And that's got 10-foot reach on it. So he's just going to crack this whip out and just launch it up towards Bell. I'm going to use the digital roller for this. That is a 22 to hit with the first attack, which is going to hit.
Yes.
So that's going to be primary damage. Oh, that was shit. 8 points of damage, plus an additional 2d8 on top of it, which I'm going to have to roll manually. Where's my fucking d8 gone? There we go. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Are we assuming it's bad to hit Imix? Is that what we're getting out of this, by the way? Yeah.
So 8.
Bad.
17 points of piercing damage to Bell. And the second attack then coming in from Bothrid Not yet making these reckless. Natural 20, baby.
Get in there. Fuck 'em up. Fuck 'em up.
That's going to be a lot of damage. That's going to be 14 from them and then an additional 48 on top of it. And again, I've lost all my d8s. 5, 15, 16, 20, 30 points of piercing damage from Bothrid's second attack. As Nature's Thread just whips up. Can't use a bonus action. That will be Bothrid, who is covered in these water droplets. And I totally forgot to do his resistance to fire in the last one, so I'm just going to give him a few hit points back, just for shits and giggles. 4. And that will then be Bothrid's go, and as a result of that, Bell's not happy. Bell can't do fuck all this round now with tactical, legendary action. So it is then this great fiery pillar's go.
I haven't had a proper go yet, and he's already fucked us up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Imix is just going to go slam down against Dargon, being the one in range. So this
I
is
feel like we
going
just need
to
to put the heart
be
of Tafiti back in, and it'll be fine, and it'll turn back into flowers.
a natural 1
Yes.
on the first one. Second attack. A 16. But then you notice these two sort of like arm-like extensions reach out and just begin to spin. One shoots towards Kirik. The other one's going to shoot towards Ander. Because Bothrid hit him. So, first one, for fuck's sake, is a 16 against Kirik.
I'm nervous.
That's a bit better. Sorry about that, mate. That's a 30 to hit you.
Yeah, I think, yeah. It only just hits, though.
The dice twitching on D&D Beyond because I was not going to try and roll that myself. Stop fucking twitching. 31 points of fire damage, sir.
Is this just a spell or an attack with an arm?
It's a ranged spell attack.
Counter spell as a reaction.
It's not a spell cast, so it's just a ranged spell attack. Does counter spell work? I was going to say I was expecting uncanny dodge.
Alright, I'll do that instead. Whichever else.
You will take.
So what was it?
It was 31 points of damage, which means you will take 16.
16.
16 points of fire damage.
I will Sentinel attack Imix then.
Okay.
24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Am I hitting this with fiend damage? That's the question.
No.
No, that's what I thought. But I am hitting it with everything else. So, well, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you the radiant damage if you need that separate.
Just all the damage together is fine.
All the damage together is fine. Okay, so that is 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Nice.
Yeah. You stay
Very
off my
good.
king.
Right. We're going to do one more round tonight, folks, I think.
Yeah.
Just see where things go. So, with that, Kirik, you'll go.
Okay, well, this is really bad really quickly, so I'm going to use a bonus action to dispel Holy Weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need Imix, Bell, and BDA to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Love it.
Okay, let's do BDA first because they are the likeliest to fail. Saving throw, did you say?
Constitution.
25 for BDA.
I'll make it.
Some very high rolls. Ooh, Bell, it's a good thing you've got fucking magical resistance because that was a natural 1. That is a lot. 32? 34
Succeeds.
even.
Jesus.
And then Imix. Thirty.
They all succeed.
Does
fine.
BDC not enter a radius? Is that not what holy weapon is?
Oh
or-
yes, it does. I just didn't notice it. But yeah, it's within. Try and find the spell. Yeah, 30-foot radius. Yeah,
What's your spell save?
35.
20.
BDC is going to be the only one that fails then, with a 19.
Cool.
If we may have. Oh no, it's only to those who are an enemy. Is that right?
I can choose.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna destroy D.
So everyone apart from BDC.
In fact, they
It's
probably
gonna
should have
take-
gone 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, or 5, 10, 15. We'll get to that. Go for it. And we need some saving throws, actually, saying that. Nope. Yes.
Everyone apart from BDC is going to take 11 points of radiant. As the explosion just goes off.
So everyone except, sorry.
Except BDC is going to take 11 points of radiant damage.
So 13 points of radiant damage. 13 points of radiant damage.
Sorry, 11, not 13.
Oh well. We'll call it 13 because I've fucking done it now and I really can't be able to undo it. BDC is going to take 22.
21, and it is blinded for the next minute.
Nice.
Nice.
Next minute, love it.
Blinded
No save,
by
just a
the
minute.
Just a minute.
That is.
It had its save, and it failed.
It did.
Done. I am going to say, with that then happening, I'll be bloodied.
What?
Oh,
This radiant energy just thrashes out and slices against Bell, and this hot blood just begins to. I mean, you've hit him with some pretty fucking big attacks, mate.
Yeah, but still.
Did not expect it.
Alfred natty 20'd on him.
Oh, he did natty 20 on him.
There we go. Anything else in your turn, Kirik?
yeah, I still haven't.
All you've done is dispel, to be honest.
Isn't that a free
Yeah.
action? Oh no, it's a bonus action, yeah.
It's a bonus action, yeah. Actually, is it? As a bonus action on your turn.
Dispelling.
Okay. It's
No.
specific to holy weapons.
Yeah, if you cancel holy
Yeah, yeah,
weapon,
yeah,
you
that's
don't
what I
get
mean.
it. If you bonus action nuke it, then it's different, yeah.
Yeah, but this guy, Imix, is really concerning right now. So I am going to, since I dispelled that spell, no longer concentrating, the tattoo on my arm is also going to glow. And I'm going to use my investiture of ice as the air around me begins to go cooler and cooler and cooler.
Frost begins to rhyme across the floor as Kirik's body itself almost turns like
Sorry,
white as
sorry,
the
sorry,
ice
sorry,
rhymes
sorry.
around it. Yep.
Am I able to reach Bell?
He's 10 foot up in the air.
Touch-wise?
You're 7 foot tall, aren't you? 6 foot tall.
8, I think. Would I be able to reach him at all? Is there any chance to do it?
I'll allow it.
Okay, in that case, I'm not going to cast that. And
Okay.
I'm instead going to use Path to the Grave on him.
Yeah.
So you're going to move up to Bell, yeah?
Yep.
And then just
Path to the Grave on him.
grab hold of a foot, cast Path to the Grave.
And I'm going to action surge.
Yeah.
So Path to the Grave isn't a save, is it? It just happens.
It just happens, yeah.
Here comes a 7th level inflict wounds.
What if I fail, though? I have a -1 on this as well.
Oh man.
Fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds, trying to reach the 6th level.
6th level to 7th, yeah.
Go for it.
I don't
6th
want to
to
roll.
7th, yeah.
I really don't want to roll.
Moment of truth.
22.
That's going to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
I've got to press the inflict wounds now button. Where is it?
That's 106 points of necrotic damage.
What? Just seen that. So as your hand reaches up with that ghostly energy and you just grab hold of Bell's sort of ankle, and then your bicep tenses and your whole arm just surges with this energy as this tear just rips up his legs, and the wounds that he suffered just blast open with 106 points of damage. Bell is looking extremely, extremely fucked.
You're fucking kidding me. You are kidding me. Fucking tits.
Anything else in your turn, Kirik?
I think that was a pretty good turn.
Just look at Dargon, look at Ender, and say, better finish him off before this thing goes again.
I thought you just look at us and go, "You're welcome."
Not yet, I didn't finish it.
Okay. It's Kirik's turn ends then. Imix Heat Wave comes off again, so everybody is going to take 12 points of fire damage, except for Bothrid, who's going to take
12?
6.
Oh, you absolute dick. It was on 19 the whole time. I rolled an 18 on a Constitution saving throw.
Which is fine. Oh, sorry, you rolled a 19 on your Constitution saving throw. You are going to take point of exhaustion.
Yeah, thought so.
Oh right, yeah. So sorry.
Bothrid's con saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
I need to double check my raging.
You might as well remove Sloan out, I think, because I'm not really paying attention to that. I'm going to use a lucky point.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw 27, and I have remembered that I'm concentrating on my stone thing, which I have rolled, back for all the stuff, and I still have it.
I got 19 as well. So I've got another point of exhaustion.
Bothrid's also got a second point of exhaustion.
Oh my god, how much do you have to roll for this thing?
My speed is half now, isn't
Speed
it?
is now halved.
Shit.
I can't take another one, I can't have disadvantage. Attacker rolls. Hit point maximum, oh god, let's not fuck a bear. It's getting dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta take out Bell and hope that this thing freezes.
So, sorry,
Hope, man.
Dargon, what was your con saving throw?
26.
Okay, you are
27.
fine.
27, sorry.
Still take the fire damage, but you're okay. It
Yeah,
is now your go, Dargon.
Okay, assuming that Kirik's been able to reach Bell just probably with a bit of a jump, can I also assume that if I move I can hit him?
Yeah.
Got a long sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5,
Alright.
10, 15... Can I say 20 to get directly underneath him, so to speak? I will take that attack of opportunity from VDA and Imix.
It's about to be a sharp enema. BDA gets disadvantage because he's still frightened. Misses. Imix is going to make a slam attack, which is a lot. 31 to hit.
Just hits.
You are going to take 21 points of bludgeoning damage
Yeah.
and 12 points of fire damage.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, sorry. 21 points of what damage?
21 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
Oh, bludgeoning.
12 points of fire damage.
Yeah, sorry. The reason why I did the bloody stone thing is I take half damage on bludgeoning. So
There you go. So you're
that's
going to
21.
take 11 points
So I
of
need to
bludgeoning
take off.
damage.
I need to add a heal 10. There we go. Okay. I forgot that bit. So that's cool. Right, I shall roll 3 attacks. No, I'm not. I'm going to roll the first one with precision strike. Going basically straight up the foot. So that is a 28 to hit.
20 is going to hit, excuse me.
Bless you.
So
Thank
Your
you.
eyes nearly popped out of your head.
additional.
It did there.
Additional
Fucking contact
D-
lenses were like, what?
Oh, for God's sake, where's my D10s gone? It's too late in the night to find them. Where the hell is it? I'll just use them. There it is. Oh my God, that's so bad. Right, here we go. Oh man, that was a really bad roll. 23 points of damage overall on the first one.
23 points of damage to Bell. Still up.
Yeah, that is 22, is it? Yeah, 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm. We'll hit.
And I'll roll the other one as well. That is 25 to hit. Okay, so...
25 to hit. So, yeah, both of those are going to hit.
Oh, two tens. With 48 plus... ...61 points of slashing damage for the 2 that hit afterwards.
Dogon Nalakuth the Thunderhand, how do
Yes.
you want to kill Bell?
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. With the first one, with the precision strike, I'd love it to go through his foot and his calf muscle. As that happens, I actually use then that force, that angle to pull him to the ground. Just he plummets. I will then jump up onto his knee, cut into his chest, sort of diagonally across his chest, and then I will just plunge as I come back, plunge Timiel's Wrath through his neck, and it just comes out under his arm. Just proper make him a pincushion.
Absolutely, and as that final strike comes through and you sort of drive it through his chest and out through the arm, pierces the heart, and you just... and you can hear Timiel's Wrath in your brain just, yes! Finally! And Bell's just going to sort of... my lord, what does this mean? Flame just roils out, does no damage to you, but just bursts into the floor, and Bell's body is gone.
As he says that, I will also say, I'm coming for him too.
Yes. Yes, you
Nice.
are.
Double double. Very
Why
nice.
is the mix not
Anything
gone?
else on your turn?
Well, no. I will. No. Okay, I will shout over to. Oh, who am I going to shout over to? To Ander. We have this. We'll finish this. And as I do, I'm going to give him 9 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
And that will be my go.
Very good.
Sorry, I had 20 feet. I will move 5, 10 back to BDA.
Okay, no worries.
That's it.
In this moment, as Bell expires, the Imix, the roiling fire calms a little bit and just begins to sort of slowly... There is a moment of reprieve as the Imix decides of its own free will now what it needs to do. And we are over to, as we try and get through this round very quickly, BDA, who is going to attack Dargon, but is still at disadvantage because Kirik is still technically just in line of sight there. First attack is shit. 16. Second attack is 18. Third attack with a tail. Yeah, BDA's fucked. BDC then is blinded and is going to stay blinded and can do fuck all this turn. So I'm going to try and move. BDD is going to make a mad run forward here. It could be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Totally ignores the soldiers. He's trying to get close to you, Ander. Is going to get that within that range, and then that hand is just going to glow, and it's just going to throw fire at you for a grand total of 22.
Yes.
8 points of fire damage.
Yes. Nice.
And it is then your go, Ander.
You're welcome, Ander.
I thank you. Noticing the MX is calming down a little bit and might be active of his own free will, I'm going to fuck up BDD, please. So it's as that range thing's hit me, it's kind of going to hit me on the shoulder, and then I'll just come back with a bow attack. I will bonus action steady aim just because I want to get an advantage and I want to kill him. That will be a natural 20 as well. I thank you.
Yes! I was poised. I was poised on that button.
I was literally
Which
in
is
my
then
brain going,
manifest
natural 20, natural 20.
22 piercing damage and then sneak attack of...
Make it good.
10d6.
There's a few ones in there and twos. 32.
And d4?
Oh, and the D4. Thank you, Matt.
Doubled.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
2d4s.
No, is that doubled, or does it automatically double for you, Danny?
2d4 for a crit, because it's a d4 when he uses when he gets sneak attack.
I mean he's 10.
Well, I just rolled 2 and I got 5.
That's fine. It's good. It's good.
That is enough to bloody.
Oh, man. I was hoping you'd be dead.
I'm not gonna lie, you did 50.
So this arrow, single arrow, that as the flame hits you, you then just fuck you, and it just punches through one side now, and you see some of these barbs just fly off, and a couple of them hit B, and he's just like, oh, fuck, shit, continuing to run off. Anything else on your turn? That's it, isn't it? Bonus action.
That's it.
That's you done. Bothrid then. Still raging with
59
half movement
points with one
speed. It's going to go 5, 10, 15 round to there, which is just within his new movement speed. And is going to recklessly attack BDA there. Bonus action to swap out a weapon is going to replace Nature's Thread. And it's going to take out the... It's going to take out the woodcutter's axe. Just takes out this axe. And yeah. We're going to do this on D&D Beyond. Unnatural 20 to hit.
Beauty.
With the first, which is enough. Second attack. Not that one. Not that one. Hit the right one, dickhead. 25 to hit, so both of those are going to hit. So it's going to be 10, 14 points of damage. Oh no, it's +3 now. Fuck me. So that's going to be 16 points of melee damage.
Is it 26?
To BDA.
Two 10s.
Say again?
Didn't he hit twice?
Yep, sorry, 26.
Sorry.
Nice.
Ignore me. I can't do maths. So BDA takes 2 with the axe. Bothry just roars in its face. And that will be the end of the round. So I am going to say on that front then, as we are 3 hours and 40 minutes in, that we are going to pause here and we will roll it over to next week. So amazing effort there. It was fucking awesome seeing some of those things coming through, but well done, guys. Yes, we will pick this up next week then. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks everyone for joining us on what's been a bit of a roller coaster episode. Once again, as we said at the beginning, our condolences and our thoughts are with the royal family of the UK and the Commonwealth right now, as they deal with the death of the Queen, as the UK deals with that. But a huge best wishes to our new king, and a very, 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 very big congratulations to our newly engaged Mr. Wizard. So congratulations again, Dave. Thank you all for joining us. As I say, I know it's been a bit of a roller coaster today. Lots going on. Let's see what happens next week on episode 108 of Malt and Magic, as the Wardens deal with an uncaged elemental being. See you next time.